forgot about the link to remind her that we are already started with the sorry, I had a problem with my connection, I think. Now everything is okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. How is it? How is everything there in Santa Cruz? Is it raining?
No, not yet. But it's cold. A little cold,
Wow.
like rainy.
Okay. Very, really cold.
No, like in 20. Great.
20 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
Over here is such as, let me see, 8 Celsius degrees. 8. It is very cold.
Very cold.
Yeah. At night at 4 a.m. it used to be more than that, approximately -4. Can you imagine?
Yes, that's very cool.
Yeah, definitely. It used to be crazily cold. Well, today we're going to review a bit more about models. Okay, let me just a moment, please. I'm going to be able to open this one. Okay. My PowerPoint is a bit slow. I don't know why, but I think it's gonna be okay. So let me share my screen right away. I hope, I forgot to send the link to the other student. Sorry. I have to do, otherwise she can say, no, I didn't send us the the link to join the meeting. Well, let me share right now my screen and let's get started. So now we're gonna review a bit more about models then we're going to continue with the other one. Can you see my screen, my presentation?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, have you seen this movie, the movie of
No,
George
no.
of the Jungle?
Yes,
George of the Jungle, right?
yes,
When he eats coffee, right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with models. There can't be many people in the world. Just let me see, please. This one is not needed. And let's continue. So there can't be many people in the world who haven't watched television. What do you think about that? Do you think maybe there is some people or a group of people that haven't seen or haven't watched television in the world? Maybe
Yes, I think that
where do you think we can find that group of people that who never watched television?
in Africa, maybe.
Maybe, right? There are some tribes there, they don't have even electricity. They are nomads.
Yes, they are very poor. And I don't know, maybe
Maybe even in Bolivia,
yes, in place Latin America.
in Latin American
Yes.
communities, in the
Oh,
countryside, probably.
it is like that.
Yeah, in Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, there are a lot of
Yes.
poor people. Okay, but we are using here can't, right? There can't be many people who didn't or haven't watched television. We are using can't, negative of, the negative of this, of can, right? We can, well, let's continue with the other example. Can you cook? It's a question using a moral verb with can, but can you cook? Uh, Noelia,
Some things, not everything.
but at least I think you can boil water.
Yes, I can survive.
Okay. Yeah, of course, of course. You know the basic things. Of course, we cannot be chefs, right? Cookies, but we can survive, as you said. Good answer.
Can
Yeah,
you
but
rather than are you able to cook? Rather is a mess.
hmm,
No?
yes, it's much better to say to use for abilities, modals for abilities. It's much better to say to use modal verb. Can you cook? Okay, but
Yes.
when we say, "Are you able to cook?" it's a bit different because it's much better to say, maybe you can say, are you able to, when something is difficult, let's say, are you able to fly a helicopter, right? Or are you able to speak Russian? Something specific.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue now. Okay, I'm gonna hide this. I hope Betsy will join us.
Yes.
Oh, come on. It must work. Ah, yeah, it's working. Well, can, could, and be able to, talking about abilities. Okay, we're going to talk about abilities. Here we go. For example, or for instance, in English, we sometimes use be able to instead of can. Okay, sometimes, not always, but it is very common. We sometimes use, oops, be able instead of can, right? Are you able to speak Chinese, right? can and could to talk about ability. When we talk about something that is happening as we speak, please. I can't make it smaller, but anyway. Now, watch me, for example. Mom, I can stand on one leg. Not I'm able to stand on one leg. Okay. Something that is happening as we speak, right? In that case, we use a I can because something is happening as we speak. In that moment, the person is standing on one leg, right? And that's why we use can. But in for general abilities, usually we use be able to. You can talk about also in the past. When I was 5 years old, I was able to ride a bike, maybe. Or when I was 6 years old, I was able to swim, right? But also we use before passives. Before passive, like CDs can now be copied easily, rather than CDs are now able to be copied, right? Passive voice. CDs can now be copied easily. But maybe now there is no CDs, right? Is it still popular to buy movies or from CDs or no? Not.
Not too much.
Do you use? Sorry. Yeah, right. In the past, how was that?
With series, all the
Yes.
movies, but now we use Netflix and Disney Plus and Prime Video and things like that.
Yeah. Now it's everything's about the internet, like Spotify, Netflix, and yeah, you can download movies from streamers.
Yes.
When the when the meaning is know how to, for example, how know how is cómo, right? Saber cómo hacer las cosas. Can you cook? Much better to say can you cook, not are you able to cook, right?
Yes.
Saber. Can you swim? Can you swim, Noelia?
Yes. Very well.
Oh, that's good. There is very nice weather over here. Imagine to swim in El Alto.
Only into a jacuzzi, I
Yeah,
think.
I used to go to swim in El Alto, but not in an open pool. Usually the
Yes.
pools are inside houses, not outside. Outside, I think I can get cold, I can get flu or sick.
Yes.
Yeah, it is not very easy. Also, if we talk about a single achievement rather than a general ability in the past, we usually use be able to rather than could. Okay, uh, this is about a single achievement, not general, something specific. Achievement is una destreza, un logro, right? Over here, Zoo could play the flute quite well. Wow, I love that sound. Do you have a parrot?
Excuse me. A what?
Do you have a parrot?
Bird? What is that?
Yes, loro.
Oh, no.
How about I heard the sound of a bird?
Yes, boy.
Maybe it was a monkey. No, I don't know. Okay. Was able to, right, is a general ability, una habilidad en general. And she swam strongly and was able to cross the river easily. That is about the past. Okay, the past abilities usually we will talk about with was able to. Even though it was swollen by the heavy rain, not she swam strongly and could cross that a specific achievement. In this case, was able to, or were able to. However, could is usually more natural, right? In negative sentences, we say couldn't, right? I tried to get up, but I couldn't move. Rather than I wasn't able to move. No, I couldn't move. With verbs of the senses, feel, hear, smell, taste, right? Those are senses. The five senses of our body. We use could, right?
Yes.
We use to be able to when we talk about general ability. Over here, I can say I could, I can feel, I can hear you, I can see, I can smell, I can taste, sorry. I could remember the crash, but nothing after that, rather than I was able to remember. No, I remember, don't forget, when we talk about verbs of the senses, we use can or could, okay? We do not use uh, be able to, right? Was able to or are able to.
Okay.
We don't use this.
In the last sentence, not really, I can't remember the crash. Is in present or is in
Isn't the past?
like yo podría recordar? Okay.
No, pude recordar. I could remember the
Okay.
crash, but nothing after that. Pude recordar el accidente o el choque, pero nada después de eso.
Okay.
Yes. Pude recordar el choque, right? Crash. Usually when there is car crash, we say choque, golpe. If we talk about a single achievement rather than a general, in this case, for example, after the phrase, the only thing plays time, and after all, it means the only thing. All we could see were his feet. Todo lo que pudimos ver fue sus pies. Rather than all we were able now could see. Because I'm talking about see, right? Five senses. What are the five senses?
See,
Feel,
taste,
see, what else?
smell,
Smell,
taste,
taste, smell,
and the other one was hear.
hear. Yes. When we talk about that, we're gonna use can or could.
Or could.
Present, past. Suggest that something almost didn't happen, particularly with almost hardly, just merely. I could I could nearly touch the ceiling rather than I was.
Estuve cerca de tocar el techo.
Yes, I could nearly touch the ceiling. Wow. When we are babies, probably our parents used to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Because kids used to say, right? I wanna touch this.
Yes.
I used to. Do you have your little brothers or sisters?
No.
Are you only one children?
Only
Only
one.
one. Really? Wow. Your parents must love you too much.
Yes, they do.
That's nice. Okay. To talk about the theoretical possibility of something happening, we use could, not can. Okay. It's not literal. I can say theoretical possibility. Posibilidad teórica.
Yes.
We use can, not could on could not could. Okay. We use can and not could to say that something is possible and actually happens. When we have the evidence, we use can, right?
Yes.
When the possibility is not real, is not very sure, we use could. I could be it could be expensive, not I. It could be expensive to keep a cat.
Yes. If we had one, it could or it may not be expensive.
That
And
is,
it can be expensive to keep a cat. It can be, and it's something is good because he had the cat.
it's real. For
Yes.
real possibility, can. For
Okay.
theoretical possibility, could, right?
Yes.
Do you have a cat?
No, I don't have any pet.
Any pet?
Yes.
But I can hear a sound of a bird. I thought it was a parrot.
No, that's my neighbor.
Ah, okay, your neighbors. Your
Yes.
neighbors have. Oh, interesting.
I don't know how to say that. She had a guacamayo.
Ah, yeah, but it's a kind of parrot also.
Yes.
Guacamayo parrot, maybe. Maybe I have to look for the term, the right one.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, I was able to, I could hear that. No, I was able to hear that. Okay, now we use can't or couldn't to say that something is theoretically or actually impossible, right? There can't be many people in the world who haven't watched television. That was the example of the board. I'm sorry, I will check. Oh, there is, I guess, Betsy.
Yes.
Hello, Betsy. Wow, people are writing a lot. Anyway, we were talking about can, can for real possibility, right? Could, theoretical. Hello, Betsy. Memorize. Oh, okay. Right. And utilizamos can para una posibilidad real. Could para una posibilidad teórica. No, no es posible, right? But we use for negative things couldn't or can't, right? Esto
It's
es como,
contrary, right?
yeah,
Okay.
to say something is theoretically or actually impossible. There
Yes.
can't be many people in the world who haven't watched television. No puede haber mucha gente que no haya visto televisión. But there is, but not many people. Can't. That's an opinion, only an opinion, right?
Yes.
And what is the, can you read this, Noelia?
The doctor can't see this morning. He's busy at the hospital.
At the
That
hospital.
a hospital, that's an action impossible.
Impossible, right?
Yes, he can't. So
He's,
we use can't, not couldn't. Couldn't. If we use couldn't, is for something like more possible.
yeah,
Okay.
very nice. Okay. Doctor, the doctor can't see you in this morning. No te puede ver porque está ocupado, right? It's a real possibility in, but not possible, impossible to see. And we use can to indicate that there is a very real possibility, right, of a future event happening. También utilizamos can para el futuro. Using could suggests that something is less likely to, or that there's something doubt about it. Could es una posibilidad en el futuro, pero que no puede suceder. Pero can es una posibilidad real. We can stay with Jim in Oslo. Una posibilidad real. Podemos quedarnos con Jim in Oslo. Oslo is a city, by the way. Or we will be able to stay, right? También podemos utilizar eso. Vamos a ser capaces de quedarnos. We could stay with Jim in Oslo. It's possible if he's there, right? Podríamos quedarnos con Jim en Oslo. Es posible si él está ahí. Si no está, no, right? We are not sure. But can and could, that's the difference. Real possibility in the future can. When we have doubt, tenemos una duda, doubt. We use could, right? When we are sure it's real, when something is real, we use can, right? Real. Okay, let's continue with the next slides. Oh, I forgot something. Please excuse me. I was okay. I was in a meeting from the other platform. Okay. Oh, I'm back here. Let's continue now. Sorry, over here it was hailing. Oh, I don't know what happened here. Estaba cayendo la granizada aquí. Have you seen hails or ice balls in Santa Cruz? Is it possible or no?
No, it's not possible here.
No se puede ver el granizo ni la nieve, ¿verdad?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, it's because it is hot. It is not very high. Like here is we have. Yeah, I was with hail con un granizo. Sometimes it hurts you, right? Your ears. It's very interesting, but it's very cold, of course. Ice cayendo hielo del cielo, right? Okay, let's continue. For one particular past action, we use was, were, allowed to, okay? Era permitido de hacer algo o en hacer algo. I'm sorry. Let me write here. We use was, were, allowed to, but not could. Okay, para el pasado, but para una acción particular. Anyone was allowed to finish in the lake when the council owned it. Todos eran allowed, significa permitido, right? Was allowed. Todos eran admitidos o permitidos. To fish up, eran permitidos pescar en el lago cuando era dueño del council, right? Or could fish, right? Also. Todos podían pescar in the past. Although he didn't have a ticket, Ken was allowed to come in. Although, a pesar de que no tenía el ticket, Ken was allowed to come in or could come in. In negative sentences, we can use either couldn't or wasn't. Couldn't, wasn't, or weren't, right? For singular, oh, sorry, for singular and plural. Allowed to say that, right? También podemos utilizar allowed to. Was allowed to, were allowed to. Permission was not given in general or particular situations. We couldn't or weren't allowed to open the presents until Christmas morning. No éramos permitidos abrir los regalos, right? So I will go back now. I'm sorry to share the other one. ¿Alguna pregunta, tal vez? Any questions about something?
No. No, teacher.
Okay.
I don't.
How was your day, Betsy? ¿Cómo estuvo tu día? Everything is okay?
Good, teacher. Bye.
Okay. Did you have patience today?
Excuse me, teacher.
Did you have patients, people or customers, clientes, pacientes?
Ah. Mm. ¿Que cómo estuvieron mis pacientes?
No, ¿tuviste pacientes?
Ah, yes, teacher.
Okay, great. Right. Patients. Okay.
Okay. Patience.
Yes, patients.
Patience.
Let's keep going now. I'm gonna hide these floating meeting controls. So now, also there are some models, but these are for conclusions. So, yeah. Can you see my screen? ¿Pueden ver la pantalla?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Me estoy congelando. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cover my feet with a bed, the carpet. Tengo que cubrirme los pies con cama, si no se congelan mis piecitos. It's a big difference, right? In Santa Cruz, you said it's a little bit cold, right? Está haciendo un poco de frío. But nothing compared with the environment here in El Alto. It's so cold. Anyway, let's continue. We're going to talk about morals, conclusions. There are some of the morals such as must, okay? Must. Generalmente must no tiene traducción, es como se combina con el verbo próximo. Like you must go, tienes que ir, es una obligación, right? Or have got to or have to, right? When we say, I have to finish my homework, tengo que terminar mi tarea, right? Have to, obligation. Also, in informal ways, Americans usually say, I've got to go, right? Algunos escucharon esa expresión, I've got to go.
Yes.
This one. Even they use this one. I've got to go. But if we don't use constructions, this will be, I have to go. The real one is, I have got to go. I have got to go. Tengo que irme, right? But this is optional. Podemos también decir, I have to go, tengo que ir, or I've got to go, I have got to go. But this is optional, okay? Es más informal porque no podemos hacer chocar entre verbos, ¿verdad? but people use it. But they don't use like this. They use I've gotta go, gotta, right? They join this gotta. I've gotta go. Tengo que irme. May is similar to can, but not exactly. Puede, right? The other puede is can, but this is may, also puede, but less strong. Es un poco más débil que can. Can es más fuerte. This is might, but you know the other possibility for can, especially when we talk about past, is could, right? Decimos el presente de can es can, pero el pasado podría ser could. Algo similar sucede entre estas dos, right? May and might. Like this could, can't, negative conclusions. But now let's check out. You must go to the doctor, for example, for a checkup, right? Tienes que ir al doctor para un chequeo, for a checkup. You must go to the doctor. Okay. That's modal verb also, right? A modal verb. You must go to the doctor. And the other one, the patient couldn't have heartburn. What is heartburn? Is in Spanish we say acidez. Do you understand the heartburn?
Yes.
Yes, right. ¿Cómo decimos en español? How do we say that?
Creo que es reflujo.
Y algo así, ¿no? Reflujo, posiblemente. Es cuando sientes una, ¿cómo se llama? Acá decimos,
Gastritis.
no exactamente gastritis. Puede ser por causa de gastritis, ¿no? Me olvidé la palabrita. Cuando comes demasiado,
Empachar.
no.
Intoxicación.
No tanto así. Como que sientes una picazón en la garganta, o sea, no me acuerdo eso, esa palabra. Y
Ardor.
como si, como una especie de ardor, ¿no? Pero sientes en la garganta, comes demasiado y
Llenura.
sí, como que acidez, creo que lo llaman, o algo así, no sé, debe tener su nombre. But that's heartburn, right? Ok. Cuando comemos demasiado, ¿no? Okay, but a patient could have heartburn. Heartburn. Yes. Am I okay? And you gonna read, please. Read. Somebody. You're gonna be the doctor, please. Betsy. Read. ¿Pueden ver la pantalla?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
Okay, Betsy, read this.
Okay. So what seemed to be the problem?
Continue, Noelia.
Well, I have terrible pain in the stomach.
Stomach.
What could the problem be?
You are the patient, right, Noelia?
Yes.
Read.
What could be the problem be?
There are several possibilities.
Continue, please, Betsy. You are the
Well,
doctor.
where need will need to take some X-rays, X-rays, and do some tests to find out.
Oh, sorry. Find out is discover, right?
Yes.
Descubrir. Continue, please. Oh, no, just that's it. Meaning, significado. We often make guesses and draw conclusions about present situations using the information we have. Right? Hacemos algunas estimaciones. Es como guess, you know, right? Guess en español muchas veces es como adivinar, ¿no? Pero podemos decir como que algunas estimaciones, ¿no? No es real, ¿verdad? Pero es una estimación. And draw conclusions. To draw conclusion es sacar conclusiones, ¿no? About present situation using the information we have. In order to do it, we use modals to show how certain or uncertain, cuán verdadero, cuán real o irreal son, ¿no? Las conclusiones. Okay. So, when we talk about this, when something is positive, we use must, or have got to, puede ser solamente have to or have got to, may, might, or could, positive. But in this case, when it's 0%, 0% of the posibilidad, might or could, may, I can say maybe over here, 0%, 25%, maybe over here, 50%, 75%. Okay, maybe this is 30% and such as 15%, something like this. Más o menos así, ¿no? Oh no, sorry, this is 100. Oof, I'm wrong. This is 100%, 75, 50%, 25%, and 0%. Right? Okay, but must for positive, can't or couldn't for negative. No puedes, right? Tiene que ser. Negative can, no puedes, imposible, right? Impossible. Have got around 75%, right? Más posible. Must not is different. May or may not also. Puede que no. Might or could, might not. 0% certain. Read, please. You're gonna be the doctor, Noelia. We have almost 100% certain. We use must, right? And have to. Cuando estamos muy seguros. Or have got to state affirmative conclusions. Please start reading, Noelia.
I looked at all the test results and I talked to the patient and I believe that Mr. Jones must have an ulcer. He has to be in pain. He's got to be very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, right?
Uncomfortable.
Yes. Read, please. Also, we are less certain about our conclusion. When we are not very sure, cuando no estamos muy seguros, utilizamos may and might, or could, to express that something is possible. Read, please, Betsy.
I see something unusual.
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 Unusual, right? Veo algo inusual. In English, la U generalmente es como you, ¿no? Unusual.
Okay.
Yes, let's continue. Betsy.
Mr. Jones could have an ulcer. He may have an infection. He might be very sick.
Then, ¿para qué utilizamos could have, may have, and might have? Is for when we are less certain, no estamos muy seguros, ¿no? Less certain. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's go, let's continue. For example, this one, what do we have here? Look at each part of the photograph one at a time. Try to guess what it is. Vamos a tratar de adivinar de qué se trata. Increase the certainty of your guesses by using the appropriate models. For example, there is going to be a picture, una foto. Read. But what do you think? ¿Qué podría ser viendo esta foto?
This might be a, I don't know.
Even in Spanish, ¿qué podría ser?
Um,
Might. Todavía no se sabe mucho, ¿no?
Yes, we don't know.
Yeah. It might be, we can say it might be we don't know, right? Okay. We can say it might, podemos decir cualquier cosa, ¿no? It might be a leg, for example. Puede ser una X-ray of a leg, digamos. Un rayos X de una pierna, but we don't know. Okay. Now, maybe you are more, tal vez están un poco más seguras. ¿Qué podrían decir en este caso? What would you say about this picture? You can say, you can start with it might be, it must be. You can use right. Sorry. It must be, it might be, it have to be, it may be, it might, it could. What do you think?
This
Probably.
might be teacher, es tórax, algo así.
Sorry.
This may be no sé cómo se dice tórax.
Yes, it's the same.
Costillas, ¿no? Costillas, no sé, o tórax parece.
Yes, right. You can say may, un poquito más seguro, right? It may be an X-ray of thorax.
Yeah, tórax.
Maybe ribbon, right? Costilla.
Yeah.
But now, if I move next, now, ahora creo que están un poco más seguras. Maybe you can say it has to be, right? Cuando utilizamos it, podría ser has, ¿no? Third person. What do you say? It has to be an X-ray of thorax ribbon, but maybe you have more. Maybe we can say it has to be an X-ray of the lungs, right? Do you know what is this? ¿Qué será lungs? Whatever. Pulmones, right? Probably. ¿Quién sabe? Now, ahora sí pueden decir it must be, right? Más seguros. It must be an X-ray of maybe you can stay with thorax, right?
Yes.
Or the lungs, o será unos rayos X de los pulmones. No, right?
No.
Okay, in this case also we can say an X-ray of the heart and lungs, los pulmones y el corazón. But we can say in general thorax, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's continue. Use can or couldn't when you are almost 100% sure, cuando estamos 100% seguros. Certain that something is impossible. Use must not when you are slightly less certain. The X-rays look good. Oh, read please, Noelia.
The X-rays look good. It can be an infection. The patient couldn't have heartburn. It must not be serious.
Yes. Por si acaso, must no podemos utilizar en contracciones. It's impossible to use in contractions. You cannot say mustn't. This is incorrect.
Must not.
This is incorrect. We say must not, right? Separated always. But in the other modal verbs, of course, we can use contraction. Couldn't, can't, even mightn't, but mustn't, not really. Continue reading. Oh, sorry. Use may not and might not when you are less, no, even less certain. Cuando estés mucho menos seguro. Your illness might not be serious. Tu enfermedad no puede ser muy seria. You may not need to stay in the hospital. Oh, sorry. You have to read Betsy.
Your illness might not be serious.
Hmm?
You may not need to stay in the hospital.
You can use can or could in questions. Read, please, Noelia.
The test results are not clear. What can the problem be? What can the problem be?
Yes. What can the problem be? What can the problem be?
Could the patient need surgery?
Mhm. You know what is surgery, right?
Cirugía.
Now we're going to practice with this. Vamos a practicar. Look at the objects under a microscope. Objetos bajo el microscopio. Ask and answer questions about possibility. Use positive and negative modals. You can say this must be, might be, right? We can use that. What do you think is this? Oh, come on. Oh, I can't write well. I write to the other side. Okay, but what can you say? You can say the picture must be or might be.
That look like.
You can
what
use
is
post.
feeder?
Sorry,
What is feeder? What that's
feather
mean?
is pluma. Ah, yes. Let's watch out. This is stomach of a spider, the stomach of the araña,
Yeah.
right? What about eye on or the eye of an insect?
O un insecto.
El ojo de un insecto. A feather is feather, by the way, the pronunciation. A
Feather.
feather. Una pluma, right? Cotton fibers.
Fibras de algodón.
Tongue of snail. Lengua
De no sé. What
de
is
una. Snail is caracol.
okay.
Lengua de un caracol. Skin.
Yes. Might be
Piel, right? What?
I think might be ski.
Skin. Piel.
Yes. Or cotton fibers.
What do you say, Betsy? It might be.
It might be
Or I don't know. It might be. It can't. It can be. It must be. What? What?
it might be the skin.
The skin.
Yeah. Or it might be mm,
Maybe the stomach of a spider.
okay, stomach of my spider.
Yes, maybe. Porque dice que es debajo del microscopio, ¿no?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What could it? The question is, what could it be? I'm sorry. ¿Qué podría ser? It might be feather. There's one possibility, right? Podría ser una pluma, ¿no? Bajo el microscopio. But estamos adivinando, ¿no? Podemos decir cuando es negativo, when it's negative, we say can't. No puede, imposible que sea piel, ¿no? It can't be skin.
It's not cotton fiber.
Tiene que ser fibras de algodón, right? It must be cotton fibers. Right? That's the correct one. Son fibras de algodón.
Oh.
Now, what do you think are each picture? You know, you can use positives and negatives. Positives, you can say must, right? Can, might, right? But for negative, you use can't, must not, right? Couldn't or whatever, but please. Number one, what do you think is number one?
Number one is
What could it be?
a stomach of a spider.
What could it be? Yeah, you can say, but you have to use it must be, right? Maybe. It must be. And then you can use the stomach of a spider, you said, right?
Must be the
See?
stomach of a spider.
And what do you say? What do you think, Noelia?
That it must be the stomach of a spider.
Okay. Is the eye of an insect? Number 2. Oh no, come on. Yes, number 1 was, number 1 is skin.
Really?
Yes, because my presentation is not okay. No sé qué pasó, pero se movió. No está marcando en el lugar correcto. Number 1 is skin. Sorry. Come on. Okay, I think now it's gonna be much better. Oh, sorry. Well, cotton fibers was the example, el ejemplo, ¿no? Number 1 is skin. And how about number 2? What do you think?
Number 2, that seems like honey.
Honey?
Simply
Yeah.
a
The
panel.
the panel of but is it there? No, we don't have that possibility.
No,
It must be, it might be, it can't be. I don't know. What could it be?
might be a feather.
Number 2, feather, pluma.
Yes. Oh
Okay.
no. Maybe eye of an insect.
It must be the eye of an insect.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Very good. And what about number 3, the picture number 3? What do you say?
Well, I think it must be a feather.
Feather, right?
Yes.
Tiene que ser una pluma. What about number 4?
Well, tongue. It must be the tongue of a snail.
Yes. And the most difficult?
Number 5. It have to be a stomach of a spider.
Yes, it has to be. It has to be, right?
Yes.
Tiene que ser el estómago de una araña. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Now with short answers. ¿Cómo utilizamos los modals en respuestas cortas? Oh, I wanted to close something. Okay. Let's continue. There is short answers. Use a model alone. Does the patient, oh, sorry. Let's read, please, Betsy, this question.
Does the patient have a broken bone?
You know what is bone?
Photo?
Hueso.
Hueso.
Mhm.
Okay.
Does the patient have a broken bone? ¿Tiene un hueso roto?
Okay.
Yes, bone, right? Continue, please. Let's see.
He was in a serious accident.
He has to, right? Él tiene que tener eso, ¿no? Él tiene que, estuvo en un accidente en un accidente serio. Well, he has to, right? Tiene que.
Okay.
Continue.
Does he need a cast?
Noelia, what do you think is cast when we talk about a broken bone?
Yes.
Yes, all right. Yes. Does he need a cast? Necesita yeso.
Yes.
Continue, Betsy.
He may not the surgeon make operate first.
Yes. Siempre respetamos la coma, ¿no? He might not. He might not. Él no puede, ¿no? No puede. The surgeon might operate first. El cirujano podría operar primero, ¿no? No directamente el yeso, ¿no? Not the cast. Continue reading. Okay. Use B in short answers to questions that include B, for example. Read the question, please, Miss Noelia.
Could that be an image of my brain? I'm not sure. It might be. Oh, wait. It has to be. I see the brain stem.
Okay, now we have, also we're gonna use might, must, ask and answer questions about X-rays, use short answers. Okay. Example. In the example we have, could that X-ray be a knee? Do you know what is a knee? Somebody?
Rodilla.
Villa, right? Could that X-ray be a knee?
No. I think it's arm. An arm.
Shoulder?
Shoulder, yes.
Hombro, right?
Yes.
Talking about my shoulder, I'm so tired. Oof. Okay. Well, shoulder, right? Now we have possible questions here and possible answers. Tenemos posibles preguntas y posibles respuestas. Number one, how can you ask?
Could X-ray
Number one, be a.
be a knee?
What do you think is the possible answer?
Possible. It has to be.
It has to be. Tiene que ser, ¿no?
Yes.
O podemos decir también, it's got to be. It has got to be.
Okay.
Because this is not it is, it has. No, it has, right? It has got.
Yes.
It has got to be. Okay. And what about the next picture, Miss Betsy? What can you ask?
Uh, um,
Can
can X-ray
number
2?
yes,
Can X-ray be a brain? Right.
yes, brain? Possible answer.
Mm,
It has to be, it's got to be, or it may, it might, it may be, it might be, it could be, I don't know.
It has to be.
It has to be, okay. Yeah. Well, that was it for that presentation. But let's practice with one of them, not with all, because of the time. We have to check all out the lesson also. But let me get into this link. And the professor all will teach us something. Can you see my screen, Oxford?
No,
Now,
I see this slide.
what do you see? The yellow line?
No, slides with the links.
Only the slides, okay. Oh, maybe that's, I'm gonna, now. You can see, right?
Yes.
Okay. The Oxford, yes. Modals of deduction, must, might, and can't. Type the correct answer into the box. You must or you can't. What do you say? She isn't answering the phone. Ella no está respondiendo el teléfono. She,
Must be.
yes, right? I hope so. Must. Tiene que estar afuera, right? She must be out. What about true?
They can't be Spanish. They're speaking Portuguese.
Yes. They can't be Spanish. No pueden ser españoles. They are speaking Portuguese. Where do you think they are from if they speak Portuguese?
Brazil.
Brazil, right? Or Portugal.
Yes.
Number 3. What do you think is?
He might. I think he might have
Podría, right?
interview today. He's waiting to hear from the company.
Él podría tener una entrevista de trabajo. Compañía. Okay. Number 4. He drives an X. What do you think?
He drives an expensive car. He must have a good job. Must have.
Tiene que tener un buen trabajo. What about
Yes.
the
5. It's too early to have finished the exam. He can't have finished.
No pudo haber terminado. ¿No?
Yes.
Probably. Number 6. Sarah's very busy. Sarah está muy ocupada. What do you think? Is must, may?
Sarah's very busy. She might, I think.
Probably.
Probably. Yeah,
Let's
she
see.
might.
Oh, yes. Everything is okay. Very good.
Yes.
Great. Yes, and we can keep practicing with the other one. This one. Then we're gonna work with the book. Here we go. This one I think is. Can you see, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Now choose and choose modals of deduction, might, can't, and must. Number one, Sally. Please, Betsy also. Everyone. What do you think is the next one? Sally might, must. Can you see?
Oh,
Sorry, Sally might.
Sally might come with us.
No, it's not come.
Sally might
Want.
want to come
No, yes, to come
with us.
with us. Good. Number two, what do you think is?
The, the restaurant must be closed on Sundays. On Sundays.
Number three, what do you think is, Betsy? Number three, please.
Sorry, teacher.
They.
I am.
Yeah, can you see this? You can see, right? They, ellos pueden saber sobre el accidente. What do you think is the next one after they? Usually, after the subject, después del sujeto de la persona, tenemos, for example, like the first example, right? Sally. Oh, sorry. To.
They might not know about the accident.
Yes, they might not know.
Know about the accident.
Very good. They might not know about the accident. What did I do? I'm sorry. I will remove, clear my drawings. Okay. Let's continue. What do you think is number five? So sorry, 4, 5, 6.
She may be late. No,
Oh.
she may be working.
I'm sorry, she may be working.
Yes, she may be working this evening.
No.
She may be working late. Yes, this evening. I don't see it late.
Yes. Okay. What about number 5?
It can't be 11 o'clock yet. It can be 11 o'clock yet. And the last one, we might not go. And we might not go. Holiday on September. on holiday. It's on holiday until September.
Yes, very good. Okay, that's it for that part. Well, now we're gonna work with the book, okay, with some of the materials of the book. Just give me a couple of seconds. All this, and I have to open the other one. Okay. Meanwhile, it's gonna be opened. Yeah, this is B3. Just give me. Oh, this is just a moment, please. Something different. The characters. Okay. Did you complete the other one, the quiz? By the way, I think you didn't complete Betsy, right? The quiz, but I extended until this evening, until 11 p.m. If you told me that you were not able to complete that because of the time, but you can do it until this 11 o'clock this evening, okay? Betsy. Are you there, Betsy?
Okay, thanks, teacher.
Okay. Now let's start with this first part. But let's now. I think I'm ready. I'm ready to share this. Okay. I think I will share my screen.
There you are. Nick, are you going to stop lying to me?
And how are you, Talia? Would you like to have a seat?
No, actually, I prefer to stand.
Okay, whatever. So what prompted this visit?
This, a deposit of $100,000 in your bank account just before the qualifying match.
So?
So that's exactly the amount of money they say you accepted for throwing that game.
It's also the exact amount of money I got for endorsing a new line of athletic shoes.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. They're going to be called Kicks. They're coming out next year. Kicks. They're cooler than your old shoes, more comfortable too, and they're less expensive than they look. Come and get your Kicks.
Great. Can I call your agent to confirm this?
No. My agent for commercial endorsements didn't coordinate this. We parted ways a few months ago.
No agent. What a surprise.
Okay. Let's keep going with this, by the way. Sorry. Oops. Just a moment, please. We still have a couple of minutes and we're gonna keep working with that. Okay, pay attention to the video and we're gonna work then. This is listening for information anyway.
There you are. Nick, are you going to stop lying to me?
And how are you, Talia? Would you like to have a seat?
No, actually, I prefer to stand.
Okay, whatever. So what prompted this visit?
This, a deposit of $100,000 in your bank account just before the qualifying match.
So?
So that's exactly the amount of money they say you accepted for throwing that game.
It's also the exact amount of money I got for endorsing a new line of athletic shoes.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. They're going to be called Kicks. They're coming out next year. Kicks. They're cooler than your old shoes, more comfortable too, and they're less expensive than they look. Come and get your Kicks.
Great. Can I call your agent to confirm this?
No. My agent for commercial endorsements didn't coordinate this. We parted ways a few months ago.
No agent. What a surprise.
Okay, let's keep going with the material over here. I'm gonna, let me open please. The one that was trying to open. Oh, sorry. Just a moment. I will be able to open this one. Okay, here we go. In the video, Talia and Nick talk about where he got 100,000 and he tells her about Jackie Baker. Look at the pictures and put them in the order in which they appear in the video number. Pictures. Oh, this is. What do you think? Why do you think Nick got 100,000 US dollars? But what do you think is the order? Which one is number one, number two, and number three, please? In the pictures. Please, girls, can you see my screen? Yes, right?
Yes, teacher.
What do you think is number one?
Number one is
Maybe this.
number one, and it's when.
He's sitting alone.
Yes, he's sitting alone. Number two is when he
Is
give I don't know how to say tarjeta.
with a card.
Yes, a card. And
You said
Jackie's
this,
offer, no.
or maybe
Number three is Talia, when Talia talked with him.
Yeah, but this is not Talia, right?
No, number 3, not number 4.
Ah, okay.
And number 4, no, the contrary, 4 and 3. Number 3, he's in the gym and Talia comes to talk with him. And number 4, he's accept the offers of Jackie Baker.
Yeah, but I think, well, according to this is in the same restaurant. Number 1, number 2, somebody talks to him, right?
Yes.
And then she gives him the money, and finally Talia went where is Jack or Nick, sorry, and she yells at him, right? Okay, why Jackie's offer on the audio recording?
Excuse
Well,
me?
this is why Jackie's offer on the audio recording.
She's offered $100,000
Mhm.
for
To lose, right?
to lose the play.
Yes, the game. Para perder el partido.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, and let's continue. Be dramatic. This one. We're gonna practice this. I'd rather stay home. These are some questions, for example. Divide the questions in the chart so each student has 3 questions, one of the answers. Rather or prefer to. Preferir. Ambos significan preferir. Ask for the reasons on a piece of paper. Write notes about the reasons and tally the answers in the chart. For example, would you prefer to stay at home? ¿Preferirías quedarte en casa, right? I prefer go out dancing. This is for the first one, right? You cannot, pueden empezar la pregunta con esto. Would you rather or would you prefer? Con cualquiera de esos dos. Right? Even, inclusive pueden preguntar con esto, ¿no? Would you prefer go out dancing? You will say, I prefer go dancing or something like that. Go out dancing, sorry. Why? Because after working hard all day, I like to have a good time. Would you rather? Okay. Entonces tienen que preguntar y responder. Let's start. This is the example. It's just this is done, right? Está hecho. And we won't be able to finish everything, but just some of them. Noelia, would you rather pay your friend a visit at home?
That's the complete sentence. It's
Mhm.
not with or to.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. Will you rather pay your friend a visit at home or meet your friend at a club?
Yes, can be like that.
Pay my friend a visit at home.
Okay.
I ask you
Yeah,
Okay. Will you?
that question will be for Betsy. Would you prefer maybe, right? Because we have when we have two items, cuando tenemos dos cosas, podemos utilizar preferir esto o esto, right? Let's ask to Betsy.
Oh,
You prefer
would you prefer watch a comedy
or watch a drama, right?
or watch a drama? Yes.
Comedy and drama. Noelia, what would you prefer? To watch a comedy or to watch a drama?
A comedy.
Comedy. Yes, comedy is funny, right? And
Yes.
relaxing. Okay. Mm, very easy. Would you play a sport or watch a sport? Noelia,
Watch a sport.
not play.
No, at this moment.
Okay. Ah, yes, you told me why.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna continue the next class, but please, little by little, you must. I'm gonna assign the module B or only for the homeworks, okay? But please don't forget, little by little, I'm gonna assign after this class. That's gonna be until Sunday or Monday probably.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay. So now that's it for today. But please don't go out. I need to send the poll. Please, can you see the poll there?
Yes, teacher, I finished. Good evening, teacher.
Good
See you.
evening. Thanks for being in the class. Betsy, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you.
See you, teacher.
See you. See you tomorrow. Oh, sorry. See you on Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Just have a nice weekend, Betsy.
Yes, teacher.
You must go to dance.
No, teacher.
Okay. Bye, bye, Betsy. Have a nice
Bye,
weekend.
teacher.